sprinter. What's up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a bitch to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the bag. Where my nigga cat? Taking L, try to double back. He ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cat. I've been doing that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need it. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. If you look at the state of God, there's the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say see it, disbelieve it. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay y'all. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the bag. Where my nigga cat? Taking L, try to double back. He ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cat. I've been doing that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I got game for dinner. 20 million for the dinner. 20 million in the sprinter.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight, tonight matchup here on the as will be the LA Chargers taking on the Tokyo. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're on week 9? This will be returned from 10 years old. He tackled at the 21-yard line, so net negative there at 4 yards. Strong effort last week in the Bears TV.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting first.
That's what they told us this week. That pressure on the QB is key. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And goes as a game into the boots of James. First down here on Brooklyn. They take this ahead. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all that work, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. Get up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
If Ocean right is Wilson. It's a loss of 4 and third down. Right here, they set up down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Darwin, you supposed to have been right there. Good shit. Early. Oh, that was it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to move away from attacking all game long.
On second down, here's Rodgers.
Damn it.
He showcased it on that play.
When you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees it, right? You want to see how everyone jumps out and try to guard it.
Here's Darius Davis.
Hey, baby. What's wrong? You alright? You asleep, baby. You want some French toast sticks? What's up?
At their own 17-yard line.
Phone right there.
Coming up throwing here to start the drive.
He's gonna take my phone real quick.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. You look at this defense. This unit, they're hard to improve against the pass. Financial was number 27 in the NFL.
They're the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their team,
That's good.
overall, I think there's any coach you have to say that they have achieved.
Here's the first kick.
Don't pick it up yet. Don't pick it up yet.
A big man who just made a big play.
And a stoppage here, tied up before the start that takes place. But things are remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, here's Herbert. Different story here, over 20 yards. The first drive here, the first time that we called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, because when he gets going, that opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards you in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting balls as this game goes on.
Inside the 35. Another big That's one good for a team. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the
I forgot what team I was. I was the mother.
This was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage in their clear space.
I thought I was with the Vikings. That's what I thought I was.
And so on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Herbert. It's for 4 yards shy of 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picked up yardage and punches in this last few plays. It moves right down the field, but just like that, they're going to set up the 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with 1 of their own. Another good night to do. And we are tied at 7.
Davis, you listening?
Each team has scored. 7 here as the Kings away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Look at the big man rumble, and all the way in for the touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and his guys have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Caught by Allen. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's a gain of 6, and the Chargers 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Set. 21. Go, go. 12. 21. Set.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ram. Let's go.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
5-9.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Ray.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Herbert off of play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our
as
EA
we
Sports
speak,
halftime
and for the call
report.
of the second
Coach?
half. We get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Eckler, they run left side. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eckler now between the tackles. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Quentin Jefferson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 29 yards. And the Golden Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a give running left is Breida. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Run! Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down, Cook. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Go.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38 now, here's second down at 7.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Connor. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Connor. Touchdown, Chargers. Tanner Connor from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Here's first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Once more, here's Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Up the middle with Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Herbert going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his heart. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus defense is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing, Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This is 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Rodgers to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on first down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now, he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Rodgers again now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. There he goes left side. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Rolling to his right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8. It's Eckler again.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for L.A., they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week